MrBeast, once the unchallenged king of YouTube, now facing rumors of a crumbling empire. What's really going on behind the scenes? Today, we're peeling back the layers to expose the truth behind MrBeast's potential downfall. And trust me, the reality is even crazier than the rumors. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see why the situation is even worse than it appears. We'll uncover the secrets behind his explosive growth and the cracks threatening to bring it all down. Let's start with a challenge that all creators face: the YouTube algorithm. It's a game MrBeast has played masterfully for years, but recently, it seems like the rules have changed. As YouTube tweaks its algorithm to prioritize different types of content, MrBeast's views have taken a hit. But what exactly is happening, and why is it such a big deal? The algorithm, once MrBeast's greatest ally, now seems less predictable. His content, which thrived on viral momentum, isn't gaining traction like it used to. And this isn't just speculation. There's data to back it up. Views are down, and engagement is dropping. But why? Some say YouTube is shifting focus to shorter, more frequent content, like that found on TikTok. Others believe the platform is promoting a wider variety of creators, making it harder for even giants like MrBeast to maintain dominance. But the algorithm isn't the only thing working against him. Let's dive into the financial challenges that are starting to raise eyebrows and what they could mean for MrBeast's future. With great wealth comes great responsibility and even greater scrutiny. MrBeast's extravagant spending has always been part of his brand, but lately it's become a topic of concern. Rumors are swirling that his cash flow isn't as strong as it seems. Could MrBeast be burning through his fortune faster than he can replenish it? Let's break it down. From buying islands to giving away millions in cash, MrBeast's generosity is legendary. But maintaining this level of philanthropy requires an immense amount of money, and the margins on YouTube aren't always as large as they appear. Reports suggest that MrBeast might be dipping into his reserves, with some ventures not paying off as expected. Take his ambitious plant 20 million trees project, for example. What was meant to be a positive initiative turned into a logistical nightmare with delays, mismanagement, and accusations of greenwashing. The financial strain from such projects could be more than just a hiccup. It could be a warning sign. And speaking of warning signs, MrBeast's public image has taken a hit too. From feuds to accusations of cultural insensitivity, let's explore how these controversies are damaging his brand. MrBeast is no stranger to the spotlight, but recently, the attention hasn't been all positive. From public feuds with other YouTubers to accusations of cultural insensitivity, the controversies are stacking up. But how did the golden boy of YouTube find himself in so much hot water? Let's start with the feuds. In a community as competitive as YouTube, conflicts are inevitable. MrBeast's public disagreements with other creators have drawn a lot of attention, and not always the good kind. Then there are the accusations of cultural insensitivity. In a time when the online community is more socially aware than ever, any misstep can lead to backlash. And MrBeast has found himself at the center of a few storms. Each of these controversies chips away at the carefully crafted image he's built, and the impact is undeniable. His brand, once untouchable, is now showing signs of wear. Negative headlines have a way of sticking, and as these stories circulate, they affect how fans and critics alike perceive MrBeast. But what happens when the controversies extend to his own team? Let's dig into the rumors of internal strife that could be the most damaging of all. Behind every great YouTuber is a great team. But what if that team is falling apart? Rumors of internal conflict and high-level departures have been swirling around MrBeast's crew. Could this be the real reason his content has started to decline? It's no secret that producing content at MrBeast's scale requires a dedicated team. But what happens when that team starts to fracture? Reports of creative differences, mismanagement, and even allegations of toxicity within the team are beginning to surface. Key staff members are rumored to have left, and those who remain are reportedly dealing with low morale. This internal turmoil could be affecting the quality of MrBeast's videos, leading to a noticeable dip in engagement and creativity. Suddenly, The decline in content isn't just about changing algorithms or public controversies. It's about the foundation of his empire starting to crack. And this brings us to a critical moment. Can MrBeast's empire survive if the very people building it are struggling to keep it together? Now, let's turn the spotlight to the broader landscape. With new platforms like TikTok rising, is YouTube losing its edge? And what does that mean for someone like MrBeast? MrBeast isn't just facing challenges from within. He's up against a changing digital landscape. The rise of platforms like TikTok has shifted audience preferences, leaving even the biggest YouTubers scrambling to adapt. Is MrBeast's content losing its appeal in this new world? Let's take a look at the numbers. While YouTube remains a dominant force, TikTok's meteoric rise has changed how audiences consume content. Shorter, snappier videos are the new norm, and MrBeast's elaborate productions may feel out of place. Audience reactions reflect this shift. Comments and social media posts show a growing dissatisfaction with content that's seen as too staged or too reliant on money. As MrBeast doesn't adapt, he could find himself left behind in a landscape that's moving faster than ever. But it's not all doom and gloom. MrBeast has always been a master of reinvention. The question is, can he do it again in time to stay relevant? Let's explore some strategies he might use to turn things around. So, is this the beginning of the end for MrBeast, or just another challenge he'll overcome? Let's consider how he could bounce back. MrBeast has never been one to back down from a challenge. To regain his footing, he might need to innovate, exploring new content formats, engaging more deeply with his audience, or even expanding beyond YouTube into other platforms. There's also the possibility of addressing these controversies head-on, rebuilding trust with transparency and sincerity. His wealth could be used not just for flashy giveaways, but to create meaningful, lasting impact that resonates with today's socially conscious audience. If MrBeast can adapt and innovate, there's no reason he can't continue to be a dominant force in the online world. But one thing's for sure, the road ahead won't be easy and the stakes have never been higher. So what does the future hold for MrBeast? Is he on the brink of a comeback, or will these challenges prove too much? Only time will tell, but you'll want to be here to see how it all unfolds. Join the conversation in the comments below. Do you think MrBeast can turn things around, or is his empire in real trouble? And if you're fascinated by the rise and potential fall of YouTube's biggest stars, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, because the drama is just getting started. Don't miss our next deep dive into the challenges facing YouTube's elite. You won't want to miss it. And remember, when it comes to the world of online creators, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. The digital landscape is always shifting, and the pressure to stay on top is immense. MrBeast has built a legacy that few can match, but maintaining it requires constant evolution. Will he manage to adapt and innovate like he has before? Only time will tell.